city glows in shattered lines, reflections dancing through the night. Rain falls softly on the street like broken rhythm at my feet. The neon signs are flickering like echoes of forgotten dreams, and every color in the dark still paints the memory of your heart. We used to drive through empty roads, chasing midnight afterglows. Every song upon the radio felt like it belonged to us. But seasons change without a sound, and silence slowly pulled us down. All the promises we made started fading into gray. I try to hold the moment still before your shadow slipped away. Under broken lights tonight, I'm standing where we used to be. Every glowing sign above still shines your memory, and the rain keeps falling down like a melody of pain. Every street I walk alone still whispers out your name. The cafe on the corner glows just like it did a year ago, but the seat across from me feels colder than it used to be. Your laughter echoes in my mind like distant music out of time. Every step I take tonight feels like losing you again. I try to hide the way I feel, but the night reveals it all. Under broken lights tonight, the city feels so incomplete. Every reflection in the rain still brings you back to me, and the music drifting through from a car that passes by feels like every note we love now slowly saying goodbye. Maybe someday I will learn why hearts can slowly fall apart, why love that once felt infinite can leave a shattered heart. Maybe time will heal the night and bring another dawn, but tonight the broken lights still show me you are gone. Under broken lights tonight, I see our memories appear. Every glowing street light beam still feels like you are here. And even when the morning comes and darkness fades from sight, somewhere in my lonely heart still shine those broken begins to fade away. The city wakes again, but somewhere deep inside my soul, your light remains broken. The night is breathing slowly now, soft shadows on the wall. Every echo in the room still remembers it all. The window holds a quiet rain like whispers from before. Every drop upon the glass feels like you at my door. We used to watch the fading sky, turning colors into blue. Every dream we spoke about somehow always led to you. But time began to change its path like rivers embers to the sea. Slowly all the love we had slipped quietly from me. I tried to hold your fading light before it drifted out of sight. Now we're fading into silence, like a song without a sound. Every memory between us slowly drifting to the ground. And the stars above the skyline still shine the way they did. But the love we held together now lives in what we hid. The streetlights glow along the road where we once used to walk. Every place we used to stay still remembers every talk. The cafe on the corner shines just like it did that year. But the chair across from mine feels empty without you here. I try to silence all the pain, but every night repeats your name. Now we're fading into silence, like a dream that slipped away. Every promise we once whispered turning slowly into gray. And the wind across the city still carries what we knew. But the quiet in my heart still belongs to you. Maybe someday time will heal every scar I feel. Maybe someday I will see a sky without your memory. But tonight the world feels still, like everything stands still. And every breath inside my chest still waits for you. Now we're fading into silence under endless midnight skies. Every tear I try to hide still falls from tired eyes. And even when the morning comes and darkness fades from view, somewhere in the quiet night I'm still fading into you. The rain is slowly fading now, the sky begins to clear. But somewhere deep inside my soul, your silence lingers here. The sky is quiet tonight, silver light in the dark. Every star shining down feels like a memory spark. The wind moves slowly through trees, soft whispers in the air. Every moment of silence feels like you're still there. We used to walk through the night under endless constellations, talking about forever and impossible destinations. The seasons change like the wind, and dreams fall out of you. Now every road that I follow still somehow leads to you. I try to tell my heart that time would set me free, but every midnight sky still brings you back to me. Now I'm lonely under the stars, watching the sky from afar. Every light in the distance feels like a scar, and the moon shines bright tonight, but something feels so wrong because the world keeps turning without you along. Without you alone. The city sleeps far away, street lights fade into blue. Every quiet little moment still reminds me of you. The cafe we used to love still glows down the street, but the chair across from me feels painfully incomplete. I try to hide the tears falling through the night, but every star above still holds your light. Now I'm lonely under the stars, lost between memories and scars. Every dream that we built feels so far, and the sky keeps shining on like nothing ever changed. But the silence in my heart still whispers your name. Still whispers your name. Maybe someday I will learn how to let the past go. Maybe someday another dawn will finally start to glow. But tonight the sky is endless, and every star I see feels like a quiet promise that you once made to me. Now I'm lonely under the stars, standing where we used to be. Every light in the heavens still reminds me of you and me. When the morning finally comes and the night disappears, somewhere in the quiet sky you'll still be waiting here. Still be waiting, still be waiting here. The stars begin to slowly fade. The stars begin to slowly fade. The dawn begins to start. But somewhere in that endless sky, you still live in my heart. Midnight whispers through the street, neon lights beneath my feet. Every shadow on the wall feels like memories of us. The rain is falling soft and slow, city lights begin to glow. Every heartbeat in my chest still remembers what we lost. We used to drive through empty roads, laughing under purple skies. Every song upon the radio felt like it was ours. But seasons change without a sign, and silence grew between our lines. All the dreams we tried to hold slip slowly through our hands. I try to tell my heart to move on, but every night still feels the same. It's midnight without us tonight, under distant city lights. Every memory burns bright like a star I cannot reach. And every street I walk alone still feels like it was home. But the silence in the dark says you're not here with me. The cafe where we used to stay still glows down the avenue, but the chair across from mine only holds the ghost of you. Every laugh we left behind echoes softly through my mind. Every place we used to know feels empty now somehow. I try to hide the way I'm falling, but the past won't let me go. It's midnight without us tonight, under fading satellite lights. Every dream we left behind still flickers in the night, and the music plays again, but it doesn't feel the same. Every glowing sign I see still whispers out your name. Maybe someday time will heal every scar I feel. Maybe someday I will find another light to follow. But tonight the sky is dark, and every lonely spark still reminds my broken heart of the love we couldn't keep. It's midnight without us tonight, under endless city lights. Every dream we couldn't save still shining in the night. And even when the morning comes and the darkness fades away, somewhere deep inside my heart our midnight still The city slowly falls asleep, the streets grow quiet now, but somewhere in this silent night, our midnight lingers on. Neon lights across the street, rain reflecting at my feet. Every color in the night feels like memories of you. Cars are passing through the glow, but the world moves far too slow. Every shadow in the rain still keeps whispering your name. We were dancing in the dark, under glowing boulevard signs. Every promise that we made felt eternal. It's a neon heartbreak tonight, under endless city lights. Every dream we couldn't save, still shining in the night. And even when the morning comes and the darkness fades away, somewhere in this glowing town, your memory will morning slowly takes their place, but somewhere in this quiet heart still lives your neon heartbreak. The night is breathing quietly, streetlights glow in silver blue. Every shadow on the wall feels like it belongs to you. The rain is whispering again against the empty glass. Every drop that slowly falls reminds me of our past. We used to talk until the dawn, under skies of endless gray, believing love would never fade or slowly drift away. But seasons turn without a sound, and words began to fade. The dreams we once held carefully began to slowly break. I try to keep the moment here before it slipped away. Now we're living in the shadows of our story, where the light we had is gone. Every memory feels like fading glory of a love that couldn't hold on. And the silence in the night still calls out your name, like echoes of a distant flame. The cafe down the quiet road still glows the same soft light, but every chair and every table feels colder every night. Your laughter echoes in my mind like music out of time. Every step I take alone still traces every line. I try to hide the tears inside, but every song reveals the truth. Now we're living in the shadows of our story, where the dreams we had remain. Every whisper feels like fading glory, like a memory in the rain. And the silence in the dark still speaks your name, like echoes from a distant flame. Maybe someday I will see another sky above me. Maybe someday time will heal the scars inside of me. But tonight the stars are distant and the wind begins to blow, carrying the pieces of a love we used to know. But somewhere in the quiet night, you still live in my heart. The city sleeps beneath the rain. Streetlights flicker soft and pale. Every echo down the street feels like something we became. The quiet fills the empty air like words we never said. And every shadow in the dark still walks beside my head. We used to chase the midnight sky, talking till the morning light, believing love could never fade or lose its burning fire. But time can turn the strongest tide and pull two hearts apart. And every mile between our lives now stretches through my heart. I try to tell myself that distance heals the pain, but every night I hear your voice inside the falling rain. It's the distance between us now, like oceans in the dark. Every memory we held still leaves a quiet mark, and every star above the sky still shines the way it did. But somewhere in the space between is everything we hid. The cafe where we used to stay still glows across the street, but the chair across from mine feels painfully incomplete. Your laughter echoes in my mind like music out of time. Every road I walk tonight still traces every line. I try to hide the tears inside, but every song repeats your name. It's the distance between us now, the silence we can't cross. Every dream we try to keep was slowly turning lost, and every light across the town feels colder than before, because the space between our hearts is wider than the shore. Maybe someday time will show why love can drift away, why promises we once believed could never really stay. Maybe somewhere far from here another dawn will start, but tonight the distance lives inside my fragile heart. It's the distance between us now, like stars too far to see. Every memory of you still lives inside of me. And even when the morning comes and darkness fades from view, somewhere in the silent night I'm still reaching you. The rain is slowly fading now. The sky begins to clear, but somewhere in the quiet space I still feel you here. The sky is painted red and gold. The evening air is turning cold, and every color in the light feels like the end of us tonight. The ocean whispers to the shore, like it has heard this tale before. A quiet moment in the glow, where broken hearts begin to know. We used to chase the summer skies, laughing under endless light, believing love would never fade or disappear with time. But slowly seasons changed their way, and silence filled the words we'd say. The dreams we built began to fall like shadows on the wall. I tried to stop the moment here before the light began to fade. This is the last sunset with you, the final golden view, where every promise that we made turns slowly into blue, and every color in the sky feels like a last goodbye. As daylight fades into the night, I watch our love say goodbye. Your reflection in the sea still feels so close to me, but every wave that touches shore carries you away once more. The wind is calling out your name, but nothing feels the same. The warmth we held inside our hands is drifting with the sand. I try to hold your fading light, but evening always takes the day. This is the last sunset with you, the final sky we knew, where every dream we left behind fades slowly out of view, and every color in the sky feels like a quiet cry. As daylight fades into the night, I watch our love say goodbye. Maybe somewhere in another life we'll meet beneath another sky, where love will stay and never fade, and hearts won't learn to say goodbye. But tonight the sun is falling, oh, and time is letting go. This is the last sunset with you, the final light we see, where every moment that we shared becomes a memory. And when the night begins to rise and stars fill up the sky, somewhere inside my lonely heart, your sunset never dies. The sun has vanished from the sea. The night is quiet now, but somewhere in the fading light, our last sunset lives on. Street lights fading in the rain. Every echo down the hall feels like shadows on the wall. The window whispers with the wind, like a song we used to sing. Every breath I slowly take feels like something we can't remake. We used to talk until the dawn, under skies of silver gray, believing love would never fade or slowly drift away. But time began to change the air, the silence growing there, and all the words we used to say just slowly disappear. I try to keep your light alive before the darkness closed the door. Now all I have is the memory of your voice calling softly through the night. Every whisper feels so close, but fades before the light. And every song that plays again still carries pieces of you, like echoes drifting in the wind of a love that once was true. Where we used to stay still glows across the street, but every chair and every table feels painfully incomplete. Your laughter echoes in my mind like music out of time. Every road I walk tonight still traces every line. I try to hide the tears inside, but every song repeats your name. Now all I have is the memory of your voice floating gently through the air. Every note reminds my heart of everything we shared, and every star above the sky still shines the way it did. But somewhere in the quiet dark is everything we hid. Maybe someday time will heal every scar I feel. Maybe someday I will see a world without your memory. But tonight the rain keeps falling, and every drop I hear still sounds like you whispering my name again. Now all I have is the memory of your voice in the silence of the night. Every echo in my heart still holds your fading light. And even when the morning comes and darkness fades from view, somewhere in the quiet wind I'll still remember you. The rain is slowly fading out. The dawn begins to rise, but somewhere in the silent air your memory survives. The room still holds your fading light, shadows dancing in the night. Every breath I slowly take feels heavier since our break. The window whispers with the rain, like it remembers all the pain. Every drop upon the glass feels like echoes of the past. We used to talk until sunrise, dreaming under silver skies, believing love would never fall or disappear at all. But slowly time began to change. Our words became so strange. The promises we tried to keep are drifting through my sleep. I try to hold the moment still before your footsteps disappear. Now all that's left is the silence after us, a quiet space where love once was. Every memory calls your name, but nothing feels the same. The nights grow longer than before, your shadow lingers by the door, and every tear I try to hide falls in the silence after us. Your sweater hanging by the chair still carries traces in the air, a ghost of everything we knew, a fading part of you. The cafe down the empty street still plays our melody, but every note just reminds me of who we used to be. I try to tell my heart to heal, but every song still feels too real. Now all that's left is the silence after us, a quiet echo of our love. Every promise fades away like colors into gray. The stars still shine above the sky, but something in me slowly dies. Every dream we left behind lives in the silence after us. Maybe someday time will heal every scar I feel. Maybe someday I will see a world without your memory. But tonight the sky is crying, and every drop of rain still sounds like you whispering my name again. Now all that's left is the silence after us, a lonely space where love once was. Every street and every light reminds me of that night. And even when the morning comes and darkness fades away, somewhere deep inside my heart your silence still will stay. The rain is fading from the sky, the dawn begins to